Life issues, financial matters, politics, and of course relationship and so much more are what we talk about on the show Ladies Night. Welcome to yet another exciting edition of the program. My name is Ameze Bazwaye. Yes, you can call me the Empress of the Airways. Today I've got two beautiful ladies joining me on the show. I've got Favor Osaro and I've got, of course, Sherifat Momodu. How are you guys doing?
Hello. I'm fine.
I'm good.
Obviously. You
Yes.
have been glowing and talking since you got to the studio.
I'm blushing.
No, who are you praying
Both
to?
of you. No fighting, please. All right, guys. So today we're going to be looking basically at a wonderful topic. We usually hear this thing about relationships where one partner sponsors or supports the other partner financially, and then something comes up and they decide to split, or one person decides, who actually is the beneficiary of the whole financial upliftment, decides that he or she no longer wants the relationship. Now we get to hear this mostly from the men. I sponsored her through school. I paid for everything in her home. I helped her parents. I helped her siblings. And now she's telling me she doesn't want me anymore. She doesn't want to get married to me. She wants someone else. You also hear women complaining. I spent all my money on him. I supported him. I gave him everything he needed. Yet, he still went out, dated another woman and left me for that person. Now, we want to look at why do people do this, and is it a certain fact that once you're helping your partner out financially, that relationship must work and of course must lead into marriage? Is it for sure that once you support, as some women will say, your man, it means he will definitely get married to you? And for the men, once you pay her school fees, support her family members, her siblings, her parents, it means she must agree to get married to you. We're looking at all this and more on the show today. All right, I'm going to start with Favor. Tell me.
Why me?
Because I just feel like starting off with you. So tell me, if you're in a relationship, do you expect that your partner must support you financially, must be there for you every step of the way? And if yes, does that mean that you must get married to the person eventually?
Okay, that sounds like entitlement to my ears.
How do you mean?
Yes, expecting. Probably you feel like it's your right or anything. Let me start from the part where you said if they should give you. If they should give you, well, it's okay if they could give you.
Yeah.
Yes, and if they want to give you, it's cool. Some of us, we hang this whole relationship thing on whole support system, relationship. Fine, I know that that's what relationship is all about in the first place, to support me, support you, a shoulder to lean on, and but for the financial part of it, well, yes, the person should help you, financially, and you complement each other. Yes, complement, because it shouldn't be one-sided, either male or female part. But the part that I'm not okay with is the whole entitlement part of it, where I expect that for the fact that you've been funding me or you've been bankrolling me all the while, and you expect that I should stay, I'm trying to use this word, I should stay indebted to you all my life. No, I'll hand it there. I'm not indebted to you for the whole of my life. Yes.
Okay. Now, a young man actually came across me and said, Ameze, is it compulsory that as I'm dating my girlfriend, everything she needs, I must give her? I must provide for her. She wants to make her hair. She meets me and says, please, I need you to make my hair, and I have to give her the money. She wants to buy clothes. I have to buy clothes for her. She wants to eat. I have to buy food for her to eat. Everything she wants, I have to buy for her. And he was worried and said, Ameze, do you think it is okay? Is it compulsory that I must keep doing this for her? And I told him, I said, every relationship is different, okay? But for me as a person, I would say that when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be, in quotes, rehearsing how you would be in marriage. So whoever you're dating right now is supposed to be someone you're seeing yourself in the future with. Now, if you would do this for this person when you're married to the person, if you're practicing how to be married to this person, then you should do it if you want it. For me, it's not compulsory, okay? But it's something that you should do if you want to practice. So I don't see it as, like Favor said, the entitlement mentality,
Yes.
that it must be. He's my boyfriend, he must take care of me. She's my girlfriend, she must cook for me. She must clean my home. I, for one, I'm not, in fact, I'm not a support. I'm not in support of it in any ways. I don't support ladies going to their boyfriend's house to go and cook and you say you must do it for him. If I decide to do it, fine. I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart, not because it is my duty. That is the word. It is not your duty as a man to take care of any woman you're not married to. There's nowhere, if you're a Christian, there's nowhere in the Bible where it says you should take care of your girlfriend. It says your wife and your children. Okay, so Sherifat, why I brought this up is I want you to throw more light on it. Okay, is it compulsory? I may be wrong in the answer I gave to that young man, so I want you to also shed light on it because he may be watching right now. So is it compulsory to take care of your partner as a man? And as a woman, is it compulsory to also, there's some women who take care of their men financially. Your man may not have so much at the moment and you decide that you want to support him. So is it compulsory? Is it a right for someone to be expecting that, okay, this is what should be, and yes, you must do it? And when you don't do it, it becomes a problem.
I don't think the advice you gave to him is wrong, because it's not really compulsory and it's not a right. Like what Favor said, we should do away with this entitlement mentality. In a relationship, we are supposed to complement each other. All right? Even the Bible puts it this way, that a man, the sole responsibility of a man is to provide. While that of a woman is what? A helpmate. So if I feel I want to share in the responsibility, that's okay. Maybe I can do it, or I'm able to do it, that's why. And if I feel I want to claim, it's not because I must do it. It's not yet my responsibility. You shouldn't be entitled to it. Same thing goes with monetary. All right? So if I feel I'm in a relationship, this person, for me to even date you, I should see a future with you. Why on earth will you date someone you don't see a future with? Let's start from there.
Is everybody that see a future from the beginning?
No, I'm saying it for you to, if you can date someone, you should be able to marry that person. You should act like you see beyond that. You see something, like you want to
How
build.
would you see it if you've not dated the person?
Hold on. For you to date someone,
Date someone, you already
yes,
know
you
who that
already know,
person
like
is.
to some
Okay.
extent.
Because when you start dating someone, you're
yes.
restricting yourself to just that person.
Exactly.
Okay, that stage of it. Okay.
Yes, that's the stage. All right. So if let's know that it's not the responsibility of a man. It's not a must to provide for the girl. It's not a must, like in a relationship, because we should know our role. Just know your stance in people's life. The father is there, the mother is there. That will provide. But if financial and strain and the rest comes in, you can decide to support, but it's not the responsibility. You shouldn't be entitled to it.
Okay, so let's talk about people who they've benefited from all the financial upliftment and support, and they now decide they don't want to continue that relationship. For instance, the young man who said he supported his girlfriend through school, right from when she was in secondary school up till she graduated from university. He supported, paid for her school fees. Lecturer would say, come and buy handouts, he would give her the money.
Okay.
Exam comes, project comes, you know how final year can be. He supported her through it all. And he not just did that, he also assisted her family. And to show how much he loved her, he gave her a car. And now she's coming up to say she's not interested in him anymore. There's someone else she's interested in. So in such a situation, would you say that the man is wrong to feel upset to feel angry that he has, in quotes, wasted his money for these number of years with the mindset, with the hope that this is the woman he wants to get married to?
I won't blame him because I imagine a scenario whereby maybe he wants a better, an educated mom, an educated mother for his future kids. All right? So I won't blame him. I kind of understand him. It has to do with your emotion, like you've invested enough time and energy and the finances and all that. It is wrong because I feel breakup does not just happen in a day, all right? The signs have been there. Probably he didn't pay attention. Yeah. All right? I don't understand the way Favor is just looking at.
I'm learning from you now.
Are you serious?
I'm paying you attention.
Don't let Favor distract you because she obviously has a different opinion.
I know. That's why I said, why are you looking at me like that? So probably he has invested enough time and energy. You know, this investment has to do with like years of planning and all that. Then I don't blame him. Then all of a sudden after you are now set, right? You just want to hop out from the relationship. All because you fell out of love for, this is not even an abuse scenario case,
okay,
or
so
maybe
we
cheating
case.
Nothing like that.
We don't necessarily know if she fell out of love.
Of course. Well, what's the case?
You know, there are some, I've seen scenarios where the girl wasn't ever in love with him.
That is it.
Okay, so there are different things. On one hand, you have a couple who were in love with each other, they started dating, and the man started supporting, or the woman started supporting, as the case may be. And on the other hand, we have a couple who, the man just saw this young lady and said, I like this girl, she'll be good for a wife. And he doesn't mention it to them, or he probably did, but she just goes ahead with it because she's getting all the benefits. And then when she gets bigger and can stand on her own or see someone else who can take over, she decides, okay, I'm done with you.
Okay. You may be right. Maybe the love was not actually there from the beginning, all right? So she just wants someone that will upgrade her, and when she's done, will dump you. And that is it. But let's not forget this thing called karma. If actually you love this guy, if actually she loved this guy from the beginning, because that's the story, all right? And she fell out of love for him. But we know that breakup does not happen in one day. The signs have been there. Probably the guy was not paying attention. Yeah. So let him just holler her. Okay? So let her go with definitely the time will heal him, honestly. I know it's not easy on emotion because we are all humans. It's not easy. But let's just hope she doesn't fall out of love for this next guy that is coming. Yeah, it can happen. All right? It can happen.
All right, Favor, your thoughts.
Okay, for me, I don't know what people define dating as. For me, it's a time.
People,
why are you directing your define dating as? Some people. Yes, but I'm just being, okay. But what I'm saying is this: is that one, you started dating her. You guys were dating. It was all rosy. You trained her. Yes. Maybe she came back from school, like he said. He said he bought her a car or so. Yes. But still, the fact, it doesn't mean that it's not. It's going to end
a marriage.
Yes, that's one thing. Because this program, the benefit of this program is for others to learn too.
Yeah, true.
Yes, for others to learn too. We've seen situations like this before, whereby a man will set up a business for a woman and fine. I don't blame guys who say, give me my car back. I won't blame you if you say, give me the house back. Or I wouldn't even blame you if you probably sue her or anything to claim properties that you gave to her back. I don't blame him for whatever he may do. But education is not something you can collect from someone.
Yes.
He's giving it out already. When you are giving that kind of a thing out, one thing about me, what I advise guys, when you're giving out such a thing, you give it out with a mind of, in case this happens, you already prepare your mind, because human beings, you cannot predict them. And even if you drag a horse to the river, you cannot force it to drink water. If the girl says she's not going to marry you again, you have to let it be.
Of course, I think that's what
Yes,
that's his
he has to let
stance
it
now.
be.
He wants
Fine,
to
we're
let
not
it
going
go.
to. Yes, we're not going to say that it's not going to pain him or hurt him or something.
Yeah, he's just
But
expressing his
the
own
girl,
emotion.
I'm sorry, oh, the girl is not entitled to marry. Like, did I use the word? It's not a must.
I, for one, will not watch a man
Train
me through school without asking, what are your plans? Are you
Yeah.
doing this because of
Yeah.
something?
You want to get married
or
to
you're
me?
doing this because you just like me and you want me
Just
to
want
be
to help.
a
better
successful. There
person.
are men who would do that.
Yes.
There are men, I have a friend who, if I call him now as I am to tell him, please, I don't have money, he will send to me. Regardless of the fact that I am married, he won't even bat an eyelid.
Are you sure you'll not give me that number?
That's the thing. I do it for
Because-
you.
Yes.
There are some people
Yeah.
who just like you.
Yes.
No strings attached. Now, if you meet such a person, glory be to God, but it's quite hard. How many men?
Yes.
In
How
Nigeria.
many men?
So
In
what-
Nigeria.
What
That's
I'm
the
trying
place
to
she
say
faulted
is, what I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
you're in a relationship, because this was a relationship. It's not
Yes,
like
it
those
was a
who-
relationship.
They
relationship
speak
for
to the mother of
years.
the girl and
Yeah.
tell the mother, okay, I'll be training your child, and when the child is big, I will now marry the child. That one is a different scenario. This one was in a relationship with the man, and she knew they were dating. She was supposedly in love with him. If she wasn't, then she's a very nasty person
Yeah.
for stringing him on all through those years. And at the end of the day, you tell him you're not interested.
But,
God will judge you.
But what if?
But
what
let me say
What if she
this.
was not? What if she was really in love?
You
with
know
this
why?
guy?
You know
What
why
if something
I...
changed along the line?
What if she was not in love
No,
with
what if she
him
was
at the
really,
very-
really? What if she was really
What
not?
changed? Also,
No, what if
okay.
she really didn't plan to be an opportunist in the first place?
Which is why I said, if you both have talked about it, this man will not be as pained as he is. He
That
will know
is
that
it.
This is the reason why
This is
she's
the
not
reason.
alone
Yes.
anymore.
Yes.
It's obvious that he doesn't even know why. She just decided.
Yes.
I mean, you know another thing? If we want to turn this table, let it be a case of the girl that has been with the guy for years and all that. Then
We've seen situations like
that's
that.
what
where
I'm saying.
girls
Now,
see
that's
their
why I
school
will not
fees.
support
Some
what she
come from
did.
rich
Even though she's
families.
my gender, I will not support it. We know ourselves now.
No,
We know
no,
our
this is
gender.
not about gender.
No, I'm
No.
just trying to say
just
I don't want to be
asking.
double standard here.
Me,
all right?
me, I'm triple
What
standard.
she did is plainly wrong.
Thank you. If I don't talk to me directly.
No.
I wouldn't say what she did is wrong. I want to, for
Yes.
me, I'm trying to understand why he would just come on social media and say this is what he has done for this girl over time,
left
even with the car,
me,
and now
yes.
she left me for
Another man.
Now,
Another
if there
man.
was an agreement, if there was a talk, let me use that, which is something that a lot of people fail to do before you get married, or before, once you're in a relationship with someone, you start talking future.
Yeah.
Unless you're just dating
Yeah,
that
just date
person
for the fun of
monetary,
it. Yeah.
gains or sexual gains. Let me use,
Yeah.
because I know there are a lot of people who go into relationships because they just want to have someone who they can sleep with, or they want someone who can provide for their needs. Now, if you have the talk about these things, because like I said, a relationship is a training ground for marriage. If you're not talking about it now, when are you going to talk about it? When you're already in it. So a relationship is supposed to be a training ground. Now, if you guys are not talking about this while you're dating, when are you going to talk about it? When you get married? When everything is now concrete and you can't run away, or you shouldn't run away? I wouldn't say you can't, because you definitely can file for a divorce and end it. But then again, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage.
Oh, yeah.
So why not talk about these things before then? Now, for this lady, I feel if she had talked to him about it and known that he is doing this basically because he sees a future in her and he's planning on getting married to her, he wants to upgrade her to a level where I can stand and say, this is my wife, and I'll be proud of her.
Mother
There are
of
a lot
my
of men who
kids.
train their children, their wives, because they want their wives to be up there just the way they are up there. Now, if you've benefited from this mentality, from this benevolence, why come and turn around and say you're not interested? You go to another man to go and reap from where he did not sow.
Exactly.
Okay, can I quickly
For
ask
me,
this?
Hold on.
Okay.
I know you're all about mentality.
Yeah. No, can I quickly
attachment
ask this?
now,
Because I'm
not-
feeling-
this is not- this is not-
There's this thought now in my mind, because this thing is, we're learning from these things. Yes.
Okay.
Now, for example, maybe someone has been of so much benefit to you. The person has been training you like he did already. But she have already realized, or probably she found that something after there could be reasons why you will not be able to marry somebody, because that's what dating is all about in the first place. Study the person, and the rest. All this while she's been training. Should I now say because this person I'm indebted, let me use the word indebted to him, for example.
No.
What are the, okay, let's now create grounds. At least let's open up a way, What are the reasons a lady can actually say she's not going to go ahead again and she won't be faulted?
Like I said, the first thing is you should have talked about it.
No, I know now you could be talking about this thing. For example, what if he's a serial cheat?
But that's not the case.
Wait, now it's not. We're not talking about only this case. We're talking about something that people can learn from. Somebody out there watching right now may be in a situation whereby somebody that she wants to get married, I've done so much for her, but she's thinking that, oh, if I do this, people will call me a bad person. But there's this thing that this guy is doing that I don't think I can live with. Marriage is not all about only one day. Marriage is a lifetime thing.
Of course.
That's what I said before this program, that if you like, buy me pens or anything. If I see that there's something in you that we've been talking about, like Amelia said, talk about it. If you've been talking about this thing and you're not changing, bros, no verse. I'm not going to do.
Every sinner has a past.
Excuse me.
Wait,
There are some
every sinner has a future.
There are some
Sorry.
differences I
What
can't
I'm
put
trying
up
to
with.
say.
No, Sherifat, that's you. There are some things I can't put up with.
Let's speak. I want to
Yeah, there are some
understand.
things.
You said there are some sins that what?
I said every sinner has a future and every saint has a past.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is this. The guy you so see as the angel in quotes right now, that you want to elope with or get married to, you may also fall out of love from that.
No, it's not my
What I'm trying to say is this guy let me laugh now.
There's something in this guy probably that is making me say there's a red flag.
If there's a red flag, that's why I said relationship, the breakup did not happen in one day.
Yes,
there
now,
have been signs.
Said I should be talking
And the
about
person,
it.
wait, the person we are talking about that's eloped with a particular guy now is the girl.
Yeah,
It's not the guy we are talking about. So I will not say because she's my gender, I'm going to support her.
Are you understanding me?
Coming and I understand what you are saying.
If you are beating me, I would not marry you.
But that is not the case.
Okay, now,
That's not the case.
No, it's not the case.
Can both of you
There are
please
different
just calm down?
cases.
Calm down. Okay, so Sherifa, we just heard from the man.
Yes.
We don't know where
That is it.
We
are working
don't know.
out.
Just heard from the man. We don't know where the woman is. Now we don't know why.
Why?
What I am saying is based on those ladies who just want to take.
And
Yes.
They know they don't have any future with this man. They are not interested
just
in meeting
chopping.
him. There are a lot of young girls who, especially, okay, let me not use the tribe, but there are a lot of young girls who they meet this older man. He's not married and he's looking after you, he's taking care of you, he's feeding you, providing for you, your family. And you know you don't want to get married to an old man. Okay? Let me use that
But
word.
you just play along.
You just play
That
along.
is it.
Exactly. That's my problem.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about those who
So me, I'm talking.
are in a
Okay, let's
relationship
talk
where-
for those people now. Also, those ones that have one or
now
two
we'll talk about
cogent
that day.
reasons. What about those that have cogent reasons
No,
now?
cogent reasons. I have no issues with them at all.
Now,
No, my question now, to Sherifa
Relationship
now
is not
is.
only about what I benefited. It's also
Exactly.
about what will I benefit.
What will I
from life.
benefit?
Sherifa, this is, I'm asking you this question
Okay,
now.
what's that?
If for the fact that the guy has trained her from here to London, wherever, but there is this reason, this red flag. Okay, can you tell us one red flag that you can, or there's no red flag that you can?
No, that is not the case. That's
Every
why I said
lady
if
has
the lady,
a turn on.
hold
Every lady has
on.
a
about
red
what is
flag.
That's what I'm saying now. That's not the case. But what you are saying now
Yes.
is if maybe
This
a
program
case
is
of
the case.
abuse, hold on now.
Okay.
You ask the question, let me
Okay.
answer you. Maybe a case of
Abuse, yes.
or cheating, okay? And that is when the girl and the female in question can leave. And it happens both ways. I'm saying this
Yes,
for both
both
the male
sides.
and the female as well, all right? So that's it.
So in that case, is she now indebted that she must?
No, I'm not saying they must marry. Even the guy in question wants to let her go, right? That's it. He's not
for
trying
me,
to
there
get
can
back
be a
the
reason
things,
why-
he bought for her and all that. You can go, all right? She can go. and marry whoever she wants to marry.
Because there are cases, it's not all girls
But
that
life
leave
goes
men
on
that
after
leave
that.
them because they wanted to come and chop in the first place. Some
No,
actually loved the guy.
no.
He was training them, but there was something that they couldn't put up with, and they had to you know, it's painfully, yes, painfully too. You know what I said, leaving a guy, it's paining her. It's paining her. She will still say, this guy tried for me, but I can't do this. Like,
and
I cannot live
this
with this.
what you're saying now, if that's like what she said, this is something you guys need to discuss it from the beginning. So let it not be as if you used
let not be that
you understand?
In that situation, the girl won't be
that is it.
So guilty.
Because I've even seen a situation where this man was beating her on a daily basis. He was domestically abusing her.
Yeah.
But because she knew what she stood to gain, he was paying for her school fees, training her younger ones in school. She kept quiet until she had finished her own schooling and gotten a job. He helped her get that job.
Okay, like
she was financially stable.
Yes.
She was now earning for herself, and then she now decided, I'm not going to do again. Now,
It's
for
possible.
me,
Yeah.
that is a bad person,
Okay.
because you're only staying and suffering in silence because
of what you want to benefit.
Yes,
That's it.
that was bad.
Okay, so I don't have an issue when you see a red flag. Get out immediately. Like people said, if someone is beating you or it's domestically abusing you, well, emotionally, financially, please walk away if it's possible, unless the person is willing to change and you can see that the person has changed. Because life is too long for you to be in such a relationship that will be damaging to you both emotionally and physically. Now, I'm not saying that if there's a tangible reason why you stepped away from that relationship, you shouldn't go ahead. I'm not saying that you're a bad person for doing that. What I'm saying is those who go into that relationship with the mindset that I just want chop or less wrong. And then the man is now complaining that you left him, and then you say you are not entitled to get married to him. That's a wrong mentality, it's a wrong attitude, and a lot of people should stop it. Both ways, whether you are a male or a female, because there are a lot of men who are also being supported by women. There are some young ladies who their parents were the ones giving them money, and they'll give them their school fees
and give it to their man.
And then the man will start cheating on her and treating her in fact, I don't want to even go into that, but I just want to speak to the minds of everybody out there. If you have that mentality, kill it. It is a wrong mentality and you shouldn't do it. Try to do things for yourself. You don't have to sap a person before you will progress. For me, that's progress you think you're making right now, it will not last forever. Because the heart, the mind, the pain, the sweat of that person is on your head. And I don't want to go further than that. I just want your last words before we round up.
I think time will heal him, honestly. Time will heal that guy. Just move on, let her go. Just same way you decided, you know. Don't take anything what you bought for her. Let her go ahead with the person that she is not in love with, right? Time will heal you, so it's just a matter of time. All the best.
All right, Favor.
Well, for me, if you are the giver, please, when you are giving, give with the mind that in this life, that humans can always disappoint you. So when you are giving to somebody, give with a free mind of not getting back. Then if you are the receiver, if you are receiving something that is very sweet and beneficial to you, probably maybe that's your only source at the moment, but you know full well in your heart, probably especially for ladies, that this person that's giving you this thing, you cannot pay the person back. The person already told you that this is what I want from you, like marriage, for example. Oh, I want to marry you. And you know it will not be good. Stop taking it. Let the person know that you will not be able to marry him. Don't worry, God will help you. It will not be the end of your education or anything. You never can tell. The guy can still just, do it. But it will know in his heart, not so that at the end, not look like you were an opportunist. Yeah, so that's it.
True.
Yeah, peace here.
All right, thank you so much, Favor, and of course, Sharifat for joining me on the show, and of course, giving credence to this topic. My name is Ameze Badzwaye, the Empress of the Airwaves. I will be here same time, same station next week for yet another exciting edition of the program, Ladies' Night.